you doing, everybody? Randy Richard in the shop. I'm shooting a weekly catch-up here, the intro video for it. So I'm not sure what's going to be in the video yet, but we'll have something in there, I'm sure. So it's just a catch-up. But I wanted to say thanks to a few people. I went to Tom's Rendezvous at his shop, the Benicia Art Festival thing, and his wife is an artist and has some pretty cool work, and he opens his shop up so you can come and visit and stuff. So I was able to go do that. Anyway, so I was able to join up with Ray Cangilia, Ray's Garage, and Stan Zinkosky. Stan drove up and caught a ride with Ray, and I met Ray and Stan, and also Philip Mundy. He doesn't like to call Philip Mundy, so it's Phil Tuesday. I think we'll do that. Phil and Stan's daughter Jen, and I jumped in with them, and we went up to see Tom and stuff, and spent the better part of the day there, talking to all sorts of people, viewers and people who wanted to talk about stuff and visit with Tom and everything. So Stan and Ray shot a bunch of video. I didn't shoot any video, so they shot a bunch. So you could see that, all the goings on and screwing around there. We did. We had fun. It was awful good. Tom gave me a little swag here, a mouse pad, Ox tool, nice big sign. I'm gonna have to somehow put it up. Maybe make it a sign. It's a pretty nice mouse pad. Thanks, Tom. I just want to say thanks to Tom for having that and hosting that and letting us come up there and join in. And I think he had a pretty good turnout. There's a lot of people. I met some viewers up there, which shoot. I'll just say Gordon V. I met Gordon and Craig S. I won't use all their names because I don't know if they really want me to do that. I knew a couple of guy named Larry, who's a friend of Ray G's. Ray God, I'll use Ray's name though. Shoot, I don't know. There's quite a few. It's just hard to remember everybody, and a few new people and stuff. So I thought that was really fun to do. I'd be able to talk to some of the people and that write comments and watch the channel and stuff. So having a bunch of people there that are doing the YouTube thing was another really fun thing. Fun get together. We have a lot in common, and so we can talk about things and not just the YouTube stuff, but about machining stuff and how we do things, or projects we have that we're planning to do, or things like that. It was for me. It was really fun to do. So after we were there at Tom's, we jumped in and drove down and saw Outsidescrewball. Chuck wasn't able to make it up to Tom's that morning, so we went down and saw Chuck and had some fun in his shop for a few hours. Actually, we didn't leave there till 8-9 o'clock. It was late, but we spent some time with Chuck and his wife very graciously, and they cooked us dinner and everything. So we had a big meal, and I know Chuck posted a picture of everybody at the table on the Facebook. But we had a great time. We shot a little more video there at his place. Stan worked on Chuck's grinder, troubleshooting a little bit. He has some issues there with that, and so hopefully Chuck will be able to get those straightened out. And but we had a fun visit with Chuck and his wife. And then we drove home. Of course, we kind of split up there. My wife also came up, and so she joined us at Chuck's. She was visiting some relatives in Oakland, and so we all met over at Chuck's. And so my wife and we drove home separate, and because we're kind of apart from Ray's house, So, oops, there comes Roscoe. What's up? Huh? Roscoe. He's all excited. So, yeah, we got home, I don't know. It was like 12:15, 12:30 at night, something like that. But it was a very fun day, and you know, next year, if Tom does that, you know, just for the viewers, if you live in the area or something, it is a fun thing to go to Tom's shop. And he has a very cool shop. So to meet up with people and you know, join in the YouTube community of the machining thing. It's pretty fun, So anyway, so I'm gonna throw some stuff in here with this weekly catch up and some other projects I'm working on and things like that. So thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the new subscribers, and it's great. And we have a lot of stuff planned for through the summer. You know, different projects I have, and I know I'm going to be posting a new project here, pretty getting one going here, a new one going, and I think I'm going to probably be starting a project for my tool post to index it. It's kind of what Dan did, but different. I'm gonna take hopefully a little different take on it, and but it'll be good. It'll be a little different. But anyway, thanks a lot, you guys, and enjoy. Tom, look excited.
Always excited, man. 1 unit, 24 pieces of something. Ooh. Oh wait, no, it looks like a 24 it looks like a repurposed box here.
Is this where I should back up?
Pretty swanky. Block of steel. Oh, now I'm intrigued. Oh, it's an extra dinker. But it's in the crate. Look at that.
Yeah,
brown
oil.
Yeah?
Nothing better.
Oh shit.
Oh, a knocker? Is that a knocker?
No, it's an extra one. It's an extra
slide for this.
It's an extra slide
That's
hammer.
a knocker.
It has a couple knockers.
Tom, look, they even have nipples.
It's got the tough grill. Those will rub off pretty quick. So
6.5 pounds of channel persuasion.
it's pretty good.
When you really want to beat on
Hey
something.
Adam, you wish you had one of those? Cool, thank you.
Very nice.
This is going to be 3/8 24, a little threading. Need to make a quick arbor. This is the nut part of the arbor. So let's do some threading. Too much vibration and have it mounted right on the tool post. So we're trying to do a handheld thing here. This is hard to do.
right, that's enough of that.
This is my Royal Live Center. It's a Versa Center, part number 10833. Like I said in the email there. But anyway, I'm looking at the thing. I'm going, oh boy, how's that come apart? There's no screws. There's no set screws. There's nothing, you know. So you know, and looking at their drawing. Thanks for supplying or give me a link to that. I never even looked it up before. And so I go, well, I'm just going to hold it and see if I can tap this part off, right? This part here. And you know, I just started tapping on it with a dead blow hammer, you know, soft hammer, and it came apart. I mean, it took a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. It came right apart. So anyway, this is kind of what it looks. I'm not going to take this part insides out. This is the 1/2 of the race for the thrust bearing, and then actually that turns in there, but I can't pull it out. It probably come out pretty easy, but there's no need to. Then there's the small bearing. You know, as you refer to the drawing, you'll see the small bearing down in there. Now I don't know what the OD of that bearing is, but I measured the shaft for you to get the ID. And I've measured the large bearing sits here, so I measured the ID and the OD of that, so you can figure that bearing out. And I measured the size of the balls of the thrust bearing. So here's the thrust bearing, just one of these open cage ones with 2 hard faces. And these are, you know, these faces, these aren't, you know, real thin. They're about, you know, they're about 140,000, 150,000 thick, these faces for the thrust bearing. So there's 2 of those, and the balls, you know, this sits in here. And the balls are 0.281 in diameter. So, you know, that thrust bearing is, you know, a little bit thick. But I measured the small part of the shaft for you. This part of the shaft is the, I don't know if it's the same ID as this big bearing. And I can't read the numbers off the big bearing. Oh, it's an NSK. Oh, there it is. I can read the numbers. I'll take that back. 6204. So this is a, I'll put all these numbers in the email. So this big bearing's a NSK 6204 bearing. I don't know what the thrust bearing is, and I don't know what the small one is down inside. So the shaft is obviously pressed on to the big bearing. This shaft is all one piece. This flange here and this flange has a slope to it, and everything's got a radius. You know, down in here, right down in here, there's a, you know, this has a small radius, you know, to give it some strength. I mean, you know, so anti-fracture, and I'm sure it's all hardened. But this bearing's pressed on there. This is pressed on too. So you know, lightweight grease, and that just goes right in there. And the press fit for that on here is not that much. I mean, it's a little bit, but I just knocked this part off with a dead blow hammer, small one. So it wasn't too bad. I made a measurement of how long this is. I'll make a maybe I'll make a little drawing or something. And how far it is from this flange to the end of this one. I'll give you some ideas. This is a, well, here, I'll measure this as the diameter here for you and the length. They give you all that in the drawing. I'm going to take that back. They give you all that information on their drawing. the length and the diameter of the center. So that's pretty good. Anyway, so that's about it. It's not a lot to it there. Pretty simple. This one's a Morse taper number 3. This is their Morse taper number 3 heavy duty. Now, I found mine on eBay. This thing is in great shape. It's like perfect condition, right? Except for there's a little ding here and there's some marks. You know, somebody, you know, made some cuts or something into the tip of this, and I hope to regrind that one of these days. But anyway, I got this. Well, these things here. This price sheet says they're about $393 from them, but I found it I got it on eBay for dirt cheap. I want to say it was less than $50. So I'm pretty lucky. So, but anyway, it would be a fun project to make one. I'm gonna make sure everything's clean here. I think I might. I'll put some new grease on that a little bit, just a dab, before I put it back together. Alrighty, I'll figure out how to send you these dimensions and an email and send you the video. Alright, thanks, Al.